Right, hi. I'm right. Basically, I've just downloaded an overlay. Now, I'm not sure how you actually put the overlay on for it to work, for it to go round the side, for it to actually thingy. So, you know, it's basically frustrating me that I can't get things to work and I can't, that I can't work it out. So, I can do sort of back pictures and stuff like that, but then when it comes to other stuff, it's like nobody would like to help me. I can do a poll and things like that, but it's like, um, it's like, for example, where is it? Come on. I don't know why I sometimes bother with it anyway. Because sometimes I get subscribers that subscribe and then choose to unsubscribe, and they don't think that doing that to somebody is actually confidence knocking. That they do something for example, the back bit of the video and things like that, they find it hard to sort out. But these are people that are supposed to be friends of somebody, or, instead of trying to help, and making someone stream better, making somebody, feel good about themselves, things like that. I struggle with a lot of demons every single day. Being so hard on myself, things like that. So I actually try to actually influence people to try and get into the streaming, try and get into things that they know that they can do and that they're quite capable of. But then, when I ask for help, or fellow streamers, or things like that, like, for example, like my mods, I don't know if my mods can help me with it, or I don't know if other people can. But the only way that people can do it is if they sign into my account, and I'm not giving them like my email, password, blah blah blah, because that's my personal email password, same as Hulgeddy1317 is my account, my channel. I have the copyrights to it, now I try and make my channel better, try and make my stream better, but there's some people, for example, Anton Allen, streams on Twitch, streams on YouTube. I try and ask him for advice to make my stream better, but no, he don't like to talk to me at all. But it was different when we was in Sheffield and we was at Freedman College, and it would always come to me for monies, for money and things like that. But I go to him, or I go and ask him for advice. Oh, I ought to charge you for this. Don't have fuck all to do with me anymore. Don't even care if I'm okay. Don't even care if I'm alive. Don't even care if I'm anything. Like, supposed to be my friend. Supposed to be somebody that thinks a lot about somebody. I'm messaging him on Xbox Live, and I just get completely ignored. What have you got to hide, bruv? Because when you ignore somebody, a lot of the time, you have something to hide. Because at the end of the day, it's the guilt. I have kept that shut for a lot of years from people. Now I ain't having it no more. When I was younger, yes, I'm 41, I'm not old, but when I was in my 20s, I was at a college in Sheffield, and half of them students, I was the oldest student. Right, I was the oldest student at that college. Part of the Ruskin Mill Educational Trust. And basically, I was the oldest student. But a lot of you students, you fellow students that was at Freedman College, have either bet me up, have either hurt me physically, emotionally, and mentally, have either all of a sudden wanting to have something to do with me, and then all of a sudden walk away. Yeah. What is it? I'm not good enough for you anymore. My money's not good enough for you anymore. My tobacco's not good enough. My kindness is not good enough. For example, another student that was at Freedman College, Jason Paul, came to this flat and expected to get drunk, expected to smoke weed in the flat, and because I told him that I didn't do it, the next morning I don't feel well, and then he fucked off home. Now at the end of the day, he was saying to me as well, because he was getting paranoid, he was saying to me that this flat was a different flat to when I was video calling him on WhatsApp or things like that. Now it's the same flat that I reside in. It's the same flat that I do my editing of my videos. the same flat that I do my streaming, the same flat that I sleep in, that I live in, that I eat in, that I bathe in. You get the gist, yeah? Now this is what I mean. He came here thinking that he could take over. Thinking that he could take over with the flat. Because I stood my ground, he didn't. Sarah Durham. 1 minute, she wanted to be with me. She wanted to move in with me. She wanted this, she wanted that. And yeah, give her a due. There were times that I was struggling and she sent me food. But then, this is how she split up with me. She texted me and said, if you ring me again, I will call the police. That was the exact text message that I got from her. And I'm sat there, I'm literally sat there like, what's going on here then? So then, two of my friends, Dean and Beth, sat there and said to me, what's wrong? And I'm like, I've just got his text message. And they went, right, what are you going to do? So I basically said, well, if she doesn't want me to call her, I'm not going to call her. So then, I get another text. This was quite a bit before my Facebook got hacked. Now I've lost my Spotify because with my Facebook being hacked, it signed me out of my Spotify because their fucking hacker changed my password, changed probably everything on my Facebook and all that shit, like fucking scumbag of hackers do. Now there's somebody behind the computer going like this, yeah? Like a streamer does. A streamer will stream for content. A hacker is not doing a good job. When people hack people, it's to invade their privacy. It's to invade their personal life. Because they're too cowardly to walk up to the face of the person and ask them. Because they hide behind a screen. Same as trollers. Same as everything else. They hide behind things. Same as people that think it's easy to walk away from people when it isn't. Because we all sometimes want to walk away. But we all wonder how that person is, how them people are. Sometimes we would like to make contact with people that we haven't spoke to for a while. So what do you want to know about the life of Hulk Eddie 1317 that you can't come and ask me? Yes, I've been trolled. Yes, I've tried to commit suicide because of it, and that was on Twitch. That was due to my ex, Leanne Wilkinson, because she was going round telling people slanderous stuff. It's not the first time I've gone through slander. And she was going round telling people this, telling people that, making out that she was better than me, and telling people things that wasn't true. And somebody then brought in the stream, they brought my eldest daughter up. And that wasn't very nice about things. It wasn't very nice about the things they were saying. That wasn't very nice to me. And these were people that didn't even know me. They took it at face value. Now, at the end of the day, some of them people I would like to meet face to face and ask them why they thought it was funny to troll me and to literally get my personal phone number off Leanne to then ring me and my personal address to then send me things through the post that wasn't very nice. And then one day on stream, I was streaming on Twitch. I think it was Call of Duty Black Ops 3 that I was streaming. And there was going on about my KD, my kill to death ratio on Call of Duty. And I will literally, they're ignoring what they were saying in the stream, not being rude, but they wasn't in the stream to support. They was in the stream to basically troll, be nasty, to belittle me. And they really, really pushed me to that extent. And I remember grabbing so many tablets. And I remember grabbing some alcohol. And I remember getting a few beers and stuff like that. And I didn't plan to do it. But I got these tablets, and I took the whole lot of them, and I drank alcohol with them. And I'm doing this on stream, and nobody in that stream was saying to me, thinking of my welfare. Nobody was thinking of my welfare. They was all thinking, and there was more than one in the stream, and there was all, literally going on. Anyway, I was laid there on the settee and waited to die. And my ex came round. She walked in and she just looked at me and went, "Oh, you're still alive then?" And then walked back out. Now, this is somebody that was supposed to have loved me and supposed to have supported me with things. Now, I was going through quite a lot. She were going through quite a lot as well. But we did live together at one point. And we was partners. Now, when you get into a relationship, you are supposed to love, cherish that person. You are supposed to be next of kin of that person. But the thing is, sometimes there are times that people would rather bring people down. And break people. How many times does somebody have to be broken until people start leaving them alone? Until people start appreciating that person and others around them and respecting that person. And wanting to be with that person. And yeah, my eldest, well, not eldest niece, second eldest niece, well, yeah, my niece, she's got her exams coming up. Now I know that my niece, she's bright enough, and I know that my niece will pass her exams with flying colours. And do you know why that is? Because my niece, she's very bright. She's very, very bright. And she has her faults, don't we all? But I know that she will do very, very well at her GCSEs. Because I have every faith in her. And I would like to know what her results are in her GCSEs. Now, yeah. It's like with my, with my channel, and my Twitch and stuff like that. It's like I have determination. I have the willing to make it look good. You know, like we get these people that don't have to do everything sometimes with their channels, because they make fake accounts. They make like so many accounts, and they keep adding them, subscribing to different accounts. And half of them are probably not active accounts. Now, at the end of the day, my family know who they are, and my niece knows who she is and who I mean. Now, I am very, very proud of her. I'm very proud of all my niece and nephews. And I'm very proud of my family. But sometimes it feels they're not proud of me. What was we put on this earth to do? To be humiliated, to be put down, to be dishonoured. No, we wasn't, was we? It's like I've been into other people's streams and I've said to them, it'd be cool if we could start a streaming community where we all help each other with the streams, with like modding for people, like moderating, a moderator. We all do that for people, and we stop the trollers, we stop the social bullying. We stop we crack down on it. Crackdown was a pretty good game as well. Because there are a lot of people that get cyberbullied and social bullied and things like that. There are a lot of people that get it and they get health problems from it. They get anxiety from it. Whenever somebody, like, for example, whenever I go live or I start streaming, I think to myself, am I going to have trollers come in, or am I going to have viewers come in, or am I going to have this, am I going to have that? Is it going to be a peaceful stream? Is it going to be a nice stream? Are the viewers going to be supportive? Are the viewers going to be respectful? Because there's rules in life and there's rules in streams. You always be respectful when you come into somebody's live or somebody's stream. You never racist, you never disrespectful, you come in and you get to know the streamer, You get to know people. You get to make a community. You get to, you get on with people in this world. You don't cause conflict because you don't cause war because for example, Sir Winston Churchill. Funny enough, Sir Winston Churchill was my granddad's idol. And my granddad said to me one day, I went to see my granddad this one day. I was a teenager. And I went to see him. And I said to my granddad, no, my granddad was in the RAF, Royal Air Force. And he used to tell me off for saying the RAF. So it was the Royal Air Force, right? Anyway, this one day, I went to my granddad's and I said to my granddad, I says, Granddad, why is there so much conflict and so much hate in the world? And my granddad said, he mentioned about Sir Winston Churchill. And he told me about Sir Winston Churchill. And at the time as well, I was short on money. So I said to my granddad, I said, Granddad, could you lend me £25? And my granddad said, yeah, sure. So, it was the year that they put Sir Winston Churchill on the £5 note. So, my granddad's actually passed me the 20 first. And then my granddad's passed me the £5. But he's passed me the £5 note with Sir Winston Churchill facing me. And my granddad said, you see that man there? I said, yeah. He goes, do you know who it is? Now at the time, there was the advert, the Churchill advert. So I turns around to my granddad and I went, yeah, it's oh yes man. It's ooh yes, yes, yes. Right? My granddad turned around and he laughed. And he went, do you know what Sir Winston Churchill did? I says, no, Grandad. We learned at school about history. And there was some people in my year, in my class, that used to love to mess about in class and disrupt the class. And sometimes people would be the class clown or the class queen, And this one day we had history. And it was my SATs. So I was about 15. And we've gone in for the history exam in my SATs. And funny enough, my exam for my SATs was about Sir Winston Churchill. Now, I had spoke to my granddad previous to that. So I've gone into my exam at my SATs, and it was history. And I've looked at my examination book. I've gone like that, turned onto the page, and I've gone, in my mind, that's Sir Winston Churchill. Now, I knew that I would be okay with the exam. So, I've done the exam. Now, my grade that I got in my SATs was a 3. Now, there was me and another lad, Stephen Pedinsky, or Stefan Pedinsky. He got a 4 in his SATs. I got a 3, he got a 4. There's only me and him in our year that got the highest score in our SATs. And one of my highest scores, or one of my scores in the SATs, was history. And it was the Sir Winston Churchill. Now, not only that, I always remembered that Sir Winston Churchill was my granddad's idol. He looked up to that man. Now, Sir Winston Churchill, do we all know what Sir Winston Churchill actually did? And if you don't know, look it up. There's a thing called Wikipedia or Google. Look it up on Google. Look up who Sir Winston Churchill is. And that is sometimes what we have to do. We have to revise things. When we don't know about something, we look it up on the internet. And when we don't know about it, if other people know, we can try and help them with it. And we can say, right, for example, when I got my laptop is a Chromebook. Now, I didn't know that for OBS, Open Broadcast Software, I didn't know that on a Chromebook, it doesn't work. So you can't download it. You can type it in and you can search it. But the program does not work on the Chromebook. So For example, you have to, like, that's the creator's fault. The creators haven't created the OBS program for Chromebook yet, but they're probably in the process of creating it. They're probably in the process of trying to create things for a Chromebook that they couldn't put on at the time, because the thing is, with technology, everything is changing. Hiya, Court, you're right. But yeah, with technology, everything's changing. There's things that we can do now that we couldn't do years ago. For example, there's sometimes kids at schools that are playing Fortnite when they should be studying. Now, that is why it's called education. But Fortnite is educational as well. Because if you think about it, there was Hades, which is a Greek god. Not Hades, Zeus, which is a Greek god. The, earth, wind, fire, and air. All the fifth elements. So Fortnite have brought in the fifth element. So they was bringing in things like that. Now, sometimes people wouldn't know. So in a way, Fortnite are trying to educate people. The same as I was watching at the weekend, the Fortnite semi-finals. That's the point, Court. How did the women, Man United women, do in the final? Same as the semi-finals of Fortnite. Yes. So the men have got to do it now. Man United men have got to win the FA Cup, because the women have won the FA Cup. So the men have got to beat Man City. Come on, Man U. But yeah, history has been made there with the women. Well done, women. Well done. And basically, Fortnite has the competitions. They have competitions, which is two factual thingy. But the thing is, they are pro players. From Fortnite, there's pro players that have played the game since it came out, that probably played when they was a child, and they had played for so long, and they basically then got scouted, and then basically went into the competitions, and kept qualifying for the competitions and doing well and things like that, and then become dedicated to being a part of a competitive team. And then there was teams made from Fortnite and the duos. You know, when you're in a duo, you're a team. Like me and Court, we actually play duos together. You know, I'm waiting for her to do her factual, two factual thingies on her Epic account, and then we can do competitions. And then there's a few people that play together, and if they do the two factual, things on the Epic account, they can actually compete. And they can make money. You can make money from streaming, you can make money from playing Fortnite, you can make money from playing Call of Duty, from being a professional gamer, a professional, basically professional streamer, a professional gamer. The world's your oyster. You have just got to have the determination and the team spirit, the determination, the self-worth, the things that you want to be a winner. You don't want to be somebody that says, yeah, I tried hard in life. I did this or did that. Because we've all made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. And we've all literally messed friendships up, messed things up in our life. And we are all trying to put right the wrongs that we've done. And that's the thing. Yeah, it's not easy to do things for your stream. For example, doing the videos, doing creating your channel. Sometimes there's apps that you can use to create a picture, to create a thumbnail for YouTube or your Twitch or your TikTok or things like that. Sometimes some people find it easier to do, and sometimes some people find it hard to do. But if you can help somebody there, like somebody else, and advise them and say, look, this is the app that I use. I use Postparty. Few other apps. There's apps that you can use to design a picture to design a background, to design things like that. Now, sometimes it is hard putting it on, putting it on the thingy, but sometimes you have to work it out yourself, or if not, there's videos that you can watch to find out how to do it. But they are people that do actually do the help videos. Now, there were once that I was stuck with, what was it? There was something that I was stuck with on my YouTube, and it was bugging me. And I mean, it was really, really bugging me. And I sat there and I typed in, on my thing, typed in on the search engine, how do you do this, or how do you do that? And I researched all these videos and researched all this thing. Next thing you know, I'm there, and I've gone to the thingy, to the settings on my YouTube. I've gone to the settings, and I've gone to the place that you needed to do it. So I've gone to it, and I've literally clicked what it said. Gone to it, and I've just gone, you're an arsehole, like that to myself. I've gone, you're a bloody arsehole. And I've laughed at myself, and I've gone, it's as easy as that. All you got to do is look. So I've looked on it, and I've literally gone, boom, like that. And it was a thumbnail. I think it was a thumbnail that I was trying to do, or I think it was upload my picture. And I'm literally there, trying to do it. I'm getting very frustrated, and I'm getting very fed up. And I nearly threw my laptop. And I'm there, and I'm like, ugh. So all I did was close the laptop, and I sat for a couple of seconds. And I sat there, and I collected my thoughts, and I calmed myself down. Collected my thoughts, and I kept, I kept saying, come on, you've always been creative. You know you can do this. And you know that you can do it. And I believed in myself. So I opened the laptop, and it went onto the screen. And I've clicked it on. And I've gone on to it, and I've just gone boom. The things come on, and the pictures come on. Now I've looked on the picture thing, and I've said to people, I'm like, can you have a look at my channel? They're like, yeah, why? So they've looked at it, and they've gone, oh, that's good. I'm like, yeah, it's good, but it's frustrating. But I had that determination to do it better. to try and basically do something with it, so it makes it look good, it makes it look better. Now, there are times that sometimes if you can't do some things with the actual WhatsApp, sometimes there's websites that you can go on. And there was one that was called Restream. I think it was Restream or something. And all of a sudden I'm there and I'm like, Restream. So I've searched it up and I've gone on to it. And I was like, I had a look at it and all this. Anyway, I'm scrolling through this Restream and I'm looking at it and I'm like, So then, sometimes when you go into people's stream and you say, may I ask what software you use? Because sometimes some people use Streamlab. Sometimes some people use all different types. But the dilemma that I have is because I've got a Chromebook, I can't use OBS or things like that. So I'm waiting for OBS to design a website or an app that you can use on a Chromebook. But in time, there might be a Chromebook that is created where it's got OBS on it. It's got this, it's got that, it's got all this stuff. That's the point. I'm just going to do something now because I want to see if something works. It might not. It might not. It might not work. But if it does, it does. Oh, shit, sorry. Scroll down. YouTube, yeah. Next, come on. Don't mind me up now. Come on. See what I mean? Bad. Let's see if that will help. Right, now this is what I'm trying to do. Okay? Come on. See my point exactly. See, that's what you get, right? But the problem that I have the problem that I have is that it's not downloading, as you can see. The actual thing isn't that what I said. But yeah, it isn't compatible for my laptop. So you have to find things that are compatible. So, pardon me. So I'm going to go on there, and I'm still sharing it. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going on here. Right. Compatible stream real time. Let's start it. It's free, yeah. Let me do. So yeah, sometimes it's not working, which is annoying. Plus, sometimes I'll pick notes off the money tree. Do you know what I mean? To get a new laptop and stuff like that. Just so I can have OBS on it. All different softwares and things like this. But you need internet properly. What good old porridge. Good old porridge, innit? Select the location. See, now I'm struggling. In life, people like to see people struggle. They like to see them try and, struggle and all that stuff. They like to see people struggle and not even be able to do it, and then get frustrated and all that, because to them, to some people, it's funny to see somebody in this, and it isn't at all. It isn't funny. You know, there's sometimes people make out they don't know what they're on about, but they really do, because they know a lot of computer programs. They know this, they know that. You know, it's like with computer programmers, they know what they're doing. You know, when they program a computer, they know what they're putting on it. They know what it's going to do to it. You know, they know what it's for. Web designers, they know what it, they know what the website is. And a lot of it is to do with coding. You know, and things like that. You know, it's like, I don't want the most basic stream, which this is basic now. You know, it's starting to proper get to me, because then people can sit there and laugh at me and, you know, things like that. And I am starting to absolutely hate Chromebooks as well. I think the first Chromebook I've had, but my other Chromebook got stolen from a so-called staff member. Not from here, from another place. dodgy fucker, isn't he? You know, all the technology that I've had to replace, phones, tablets, consoles, all because people can't keep their hands off it. You know, for example, when somebody has their own laptop, they like to personalise it. For example, they like to put a wallpaper on it, or, you know, something that's only personal to them, or it might be personal to other people as well. Sometimes people can be quite self-centered and selfish. So, what would you like to do? What would you like to be remembered for? You know, I get so many people day to day accusing me of stuff that I'm not even doing. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when people accuse people of stuff they're not doing, what are they doing themselves? What are they up to themselves? What pots have they got their hands in? What are they chatting to people? Whose honour are they defending? Their own, or other people's? And it's like when people say, oh, get your hair cut. My hair, yeah? It's on my body. And it is all natural. Pardon me. That's part of IBS. Do apologise. You know, if you're going to basically subscribe and then choose to unsubscribe, then yeah, you're not a true person, are you? You're not a true person to actually support. Because at the end of the day, sometimes I have subscribed to people that have subscribed to me. But yeah. And when you get to like 40s, you get sick of being told like, oh, speak mine, me. Well, when I do, people don't like it. Probably because you can't handle the truth. I ain't put on this earth to be liked. Because when I've liked people, have they liked me back? Not always. Have they all been snakes? Some people. I do what I do. I say what I say. I act the way I act. 'Cause I can and 'cause I am me. You don't like it, then that's a you problem. You get to a point in your life where you ain't bothered what people think anymore. Cause I ain't no monkey boy. I'm the organ grinder. I grind things out. And yeah, sometimes there's been people that I've loved to bits, but I might not like them at that time. But I still love them. When I love you, then be honoured.